Power isn't proven by who yells the loudest. Real power doesn't need to shout at all. We live in an age where everyone feels the urge to clap back, to defend themselves, to prove they're right at every turn. Retaliation has become a reflex. If you're disrespected, you're told to fight back. If you're overlooked, you're told to demand attention. If you're attacked, you're told to counterstrike. But here's the paradox few understand: true strength often comes from doing nothing at all. It's not about resistance. It's about restraint. You don't win by matching your enemy's fire. You win by refusing to let them pull you off balance. And that's where Machiavelli enters the conversation. Niccolò Machiavelli, one of history's most controversial thinkers on power, manipulation, and political strategy, understood something timeless. He believed that how you manage your image, your emotions, and your reactions is far deadlier than brute force. In his book The Prince, he wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." But fear, in this sense, wasn't about violence. It was about control, control of perception, control of timing, control of silence. And that's what we're here to explore today. 6 silent laws of dominance. These aren't shallow tricks or ego games. They're principles of hidden growth, invisible power, and the art of becoming unshakable. So as we begin this journey, don't just look outward, look inward. Because true dominance isn't about bending others to your will. It's about refusing to let them bend you to theirs. Before we start, affirm this in the comments. Silence is my strongest move. Like this video. Subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't skip ahead, each part is a brick. Together, they build something far stronger than noise. Rule number 1, stop explaining yourself. There's a quote often credited to Benjamin Disraeli: "Never complain, never explain." Think about it. Most people are trapped in a cycle of justification. They want their choices validated. They defend their actions, over-explain their moves, and desperately want to be understood. But every time you explain yourself unnecessarily, you're leaking strength. You're telling the world, your approval is worth more than my peace. Real authority begins the moment you walk away from that trap. Consider how magnetic it feels when someone simply says, "No," without a reason. Or when they make a bold move, break expectations, and refuse to give an explanation. There's a strange aura around that. A mystery. It unsettles people. Why? Because silence forces them to wonder. That's the hidden currency of power, ambiguity. Machiavelli wrote that leaders should take decisive action, but always conceal the true motive behind their choices. Why? Because if people can't decode you, they can't predict you. If they can't predict you, they can't control you. And if they can't control you, you've already won. This unpredictability is what makes someone untouchable. Now bring it back to real life. Maybe you're evolving quietly, dropping old habits, stepping away from toxic circles. Maybe your success is still under construction, and people are asking, "Why are you acting different?" or "What are you even doing with your life?" Don't answer them. Let silence be your answer. Let your results explain when the time is right. Every explanation is a crack in the armor you're building. Every justification gives someone else a map to your mindset. And the less people can read you, the more they respect and fear your presence. Here's the paradox most never learn: the strongest people walk away from battles they could win because they value peace over victory. They understand that a reaction is nothing more than a distraction. If someone needs you to explain your path to them, they were never meant to walk it with you. This kind of silence is not weakness. It's a weapon. You don't owe anyone your reasoning. You owe yourself progress. Rule number 2, let their ego bury them. Napoleon Bonaparte once said, "Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake." Few strategies are more powerful than this. Dominance isn't always about pressing forward. Sometimes the smartest play is patience, stillness. Watch others stumble over their own pride while you remain steady and silent. Ego is a blindfold. The most dangerous people are often the ones drunk on their own confidence. They believe they're untouchable. And that belief becomes their weakness. Here's the rule: when someone disrespects you, underestimates you, or tries to provoke you, don't correct them. Don't waste time proving yourself. Let them underestimate you. Let them think you're harmless. Let their guard drop. And when the time is right, you rise. Machiavelli understood this game of appearances. Not because appearances are fake, but because they're strategic. He advised rulers to look weaker, to appear less aware than they really were. Why? Because it gives them space to observe. It gives them insight. And it allows their enemies to reveal themselves. The temptation is to prove people wrong. To clap back. But the moment you step into that ring, you're already fighting on their terms. If their battlefield is ego, they've been practicing longer than you. So let them perform. Let them talk. Let them laugh at your silence. While they burn energy, you store yours. While they show off, you prepare. This is how the chessboard is won, not by moving every piece at once, but by lulling your opponent into comfort. Let them believe you're behind. Then strike with clarity. In life, career, relationships, social circles, you'll meet people who mock your quiet. That's fine. The louder they get, the more reckless they become. The easier they collapse. Your choice is simple: match their noise, or master your silence. Choose silence. Let their ego dig the grave. Rule number 3, let results do the talking. There's a famous line from The Dark Knight's Joker: if you're good at something, never do it for free. Hidden in that line is a deeper truth: when you master your craft, you no longer need to defend your worth with words. The ultimate power move is not revenge. Not arguments. Not clapbacks. It's progress. Improvement so undeniable that the noise around you dies out. People throw insults. You build. People question your value. You build. People try to drag you into drama. You keep building. That's the rhythm of real dominance. Machiavelli warned leaders not to waste time protecting reputation with explanations. He urged them to let achievements silence critics on their own. Don't talk about strength. Become it. The middle stage of transformation is where judgment hits hardest. You're not the person you used to be, but you're not yet who you'll become. People will doubt, mock, and question. Most break under that pressure. Not you. You stay quiet. You keep working. Transformations happen in the dark. Caterpillars don't announce wings. They hide. They change. When they emerge, nothing needs to be explained. Their wings speak. Stop posting every plan. Stop announcing every step. Stop seeking validation for the climb. Let growth embarrass the doubts. Let results humiliate assumptions. The louder you grow inside, the quieter you become outside. Silence is not emptiness. It's motion. It's momentum. When you feel invisible, remember, invisibility is by design. True evolution is silent, then suddenly undeniable. Drop this affirmation in the comments. Success is my only reply. Rule number 4, disappear to evolve. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Go back into yourself. In that quiet space, you will find the strength you've been searching for." Sometimes the boldest move is not confrontation, it's withdrawal. Not bitterness. Not fear. But strategy. There comes a moment when your growth no longer fits the old environment. Conversations feel shallow. Energy feels heavy. Expectations are too small. That's when it's time to vanish. Vanishing is not isolation. It's incubation. Machiavelli warned not to trust crowds. People are fickle. They praise today and curse tomorrow. Pulling back is not arrogance, it's preservation. When you step back, you stop performing for others. You stop feeding the noise. In that silence you reconnect with your mission. You recalibrate. You rebuild. Society resists disappearances because unpredictability is threatening. Expect guilt, you've changed. Good. You should change. Growth demands distance. It requires leaving behind those who only want the old you. When you remove yourself from constant access, you regain control of your energy. Return, if you choose to, sharper, stronger, more focused. The old you becomes a stranger. And that's how it should be. You don't owe anyone a backstage pass to your transformation. Vanish. Rise again like the moon, hidden, then fuller and undeniable. Drop the affirmation, I disappear so I can evolve higher. Rule number 5, observe instead of reacting. Lao Tzu taught, he who conquers others is strong, but he who conquers himself is mighty. Most never conquer themselves because they are addicted to reaction. Someone insults them, they lash out. Someone doubts them, they scramble to prove themselves. Someone disrespects them, they leap to defend. Every reaction is a transaction. The cost is your power. Machiavelli warned a leader who reacts emotionally becomes easy to manipulate. The one who observes, collects, and waits becomes dangerous. The most powerful figures aren't the loud ones. They are still. They study. They take notes. When the timing is perfect, they move with precision. That's your playbook now. When someone provokes you, don't bite. Watch. When someone undermines you at work, don't retaliate. Log it. When someone shows their pattern, don't argue. Memorize it. You're not passive. You're strategic. Building a vault of information for the right moment. In relationships, when someone gaslights, observe, file the pattern. At work, when someone edges you out, record it mentally. In public, when someone tries to embarrass you, your silence speaks louder than any defense. They reveal more about their insecurity than about you. Stop being the puppet that dances when someone pulls a string. You choose when, how, and if you respond. While others burn energy reacting, you build a memory bank, a strategy, a legacy. When you move, it will look effortless. People will call it luck. It will be discipline. Restraint. Rule number 6, the power of indifference. Anton Chekhov said, to be insulted by a fool is a gift. There comes a point where disrespect doesn't sting anymore, not because people stopped trying, but because you stopped caring. That's the highest level of power, indifference. People say, kill them with kindness. But kindness still costs energy. It acknowledges the other. Indifference is different. Indifference is lethal. When you stop caring, you strip away the fuel your enemies need. Machiavelli advised rulers to appear virtuous when it served them, and to ignore what didn't matter. Not every insult deserves a comeback. Not every rumor requires a defense. When you no longer feel compelled to explain yourself or fight, you've reached dominance that terrifies the insecure. Insecure people feed on attention. They want you to flinch. When you don't, they unravel. Picture it. Someone attacks. You smile. Nod. Walk away. They escalate. They grow louder, more dramatic. Why? Because your indifference is deafening. Your silence screams, "You are beneath me." That calm detachment is dominance, not loud revenge, but the refusal to enter the arena. That's not weakness. That's emotional immortality. Every time you ignore a fool, you signal you play a different game. While they chase validation, you chase mastery. Drop this final affirmation in the comments: my silence drowns their noise. Finally master yourself, rule the world. You've heard all 6 rules of silent dominance. But everything points back to one foundation: self-mastery. Your silence. Your restraint. Your evolution. Your indifference. These are not weakness. They are inner strength. Stoic philosophy teaches victory over the self. Machiavelli teaches ruling through perception. Combine them, and you become untouchable. When you master yourself, no one else can master you. Let them doubt you. Let them gossip. Let them misread your silence. None of it matters. The real measure of power is not in what you shout, it's in what you refuse to respond to. Don't beg. Don't explain. Don't engage in petty battles. Build an empire inside. When the time is right, it will reveal itself without a single word. Final message: don't fight for attention. Don't waste energy on noise. Don't react out of ego. Move quietly. Let your results thunder. Drop these affirmations in the comments. Silence is my strongest move. Success is my only reply. I disappear to evolve higher. My silence drowns their noise. If this video awakens something in you, pause, reflect, and act. Like this video. Comment your favorite rule. Share with someone who needs it. And subscribe to Behind Mind Secrets. You're not just learning power, you're becoming it. Until next time, move in silence, rule with presence, and let your life be the proof.